The secret to health and happiness isn't the perfect diet or the most intense workout. It's actually all about body kindness. Here to explain more is Angie Tillman from Blount Memorial. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you.
So we were talking in the break. This is not about being perfect.
It's not, and I think we've been really led in sort of a wellness and weight loss culture to believe that we have to have this perfect, clean diet. We have to work out hard every day, and many women especially are sort of reaching for these unattainable goals, and they're constantly beating themselves up and never really happy. And when we take our food to the point that it's making our life miserable because we're trying to be so strict with it, it really can be a detriment to health instead of an improvement.
I think we tend to be really hard on ourselves too.
So much. I see so many of my patients and clients who they eat that one thing that's not really on their plan and they beat themselves up, and that can really start this downward spiral, which doesn't lead to overall health. We have to look at not just physical health with eating healthy and exercise, and that's important, but mental health, emotional health, and just how we feel overall.
So you have some tips for us this morning
I do.
on ways we can be kind to our bodies.
This is a great book. It's called Body Kindness. The author is Rebecca Scritchfield, and I recommend this to a lot of my patients and clients because it really takes you back and it lets you start with some simple tips of how can I be kinder to myself. So many times I see my patients who they're trying to eat healthy, but they're constantly beating themselves up, or they're not allowing themselves to go out and have fun with their friends. So she has a few tips in here, and one of the first things that I really love that she says is she says that you want to choose body kindness and learn to spiral up. We start sometimes spiraling down. You know, something goes wrong in our day and it's like it just sort of goes this.
It's like the wheels fall off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's this downward spiral. And that happens with our eating, with our exercise. So how can we make little choices every day that build on our happiness? The happier we are, the more likely we've been shown to make healthy choices. So it's real interesting. There was a study that found that 40% of our daily happiness comes from our choices. Only about 10% from our circumstances, and about 50% is determined by genetics. So it really is in the middle of that moment when we're feeling like, okay, I just went off the rail and did the wrong thing. How can I bring it back and say, how can I turn something around and spiral up? An example would be finding something to be grateful for, or getting out in the sunshine, taking a quick walk.
It's something so simple.
Something so simple, but that good choice sort of builds on the next one, which might mean I'm going to make a healthier choice for my lunch rather than grabbing fast food because I'm feeling, you know, I'm just not feeling well today.
All right.
So little choices, learn to spiral up. The second thing she talks about is eating with body kindness and freeing yourself from food rules. I talk to so many people who make one unhealthy choice and they feel like that means they're a terrible person. I ate this whatever cupcake.
I had chocolate
I'm just
today.
morally a bad
over.
person, and it's really not true. We have to give ourselves permission to eat intuitively, enjoy the things that we eat, and make good choices when we can.
You have to be able to enjoy the little
You
things
have
sometimes.
to. You have to, and I think when you don't, that often sets you up for overeating or binging on that one food that you're trying to avoid.
And we're almost out of time, so we have just a couple.
So
tips left.
finally, fitness for life. Enjoy moving because we're really made to move. And I love one thing they said in the CrossFit. Do it because you feel good about it, not because you feel bad about your body. And then finally, a big piece is sleep. If we're sleep deprived, it sort of sets us on this downward spiral. So
it's hard to get through your week too when you're so tired.
Absolutely. Work on sleep habits, just good sleep hygiene. And if you need more help, sometimes you really can talk to a doctor if you're not sleeping well. There can be some medical issues to look at too.
All right, all good advice, and we just need to be kind to ourselves.
Be kind to ourselves, and this is a great resource.
Good tip for the weekend too.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Angie.
Thank
Good to see you.